he wrote a letter to Stephen Hawking.
No. No,
After that, he makes a clear statement. I am a small child playing.
You know, when I started looking into this, my main theory was that the more nationalistic you became, the more stupid you got, or the more naive you got, because now you were looking for evidence of your nation's glory, and everything that sort of bounced your way, you believed much more. You became much more gullible. Everything that was in one way portrayed better for your country or for your religion, you just swallowed it whole without.
That's really normal human behavior.
Yes.
Hindu nationalism is on the rise in India, and right-wing organizations like RSS are growing quickly. Their end goal is to make India a Hindu nation consisting of only devoted Hindus. RSS has previously been banned in India due to violent acts. In 1948, when a former RSS member assassinated Mahatma Gandhi, and again after an RSS mob stormed and demolished a mosque in 1992. RSS was founded in 1925 and was initially inspired by European right-wing groups like the Nazis. Their old ways are still showing with their uniforms and their marches. RSS is the parent organization of the current ruling party of India, BJP. RSS wants to make India great again.
I just wanted to say, this is also a common theme now when they're speaking to some RSS members. They want to restore the prior glory of India, make India great again. It's actually something that Modi says quite often, and I think he said it before Trump said it.
In January of 2019, Professor G. Nageswara Rao was invited to speak at the Indian Science Congress in a segment called Meet the Scientists. He asked his audience, "Why are we depending on Western countries for science?"
Why are we depending on Western countries for science? Why don't we have confidence on our scientists?
In his speech, he talks about how Hinduism came up with evolution, test tube babies and stem cell research, as well as airplanes thousands of years ago.
I'm gonna show you the airplanes.
What?
But
Stem cell research?
Stem cell research and test tube babies and everything like this.
That's so wrong,
Yeah.
man.
So this is a professor. But I think
We did that in Finland like several thousand years ago.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. There's a book about it, Kalevala, you know. I can refer to that.
my idea here, and what we probably will come up to as a conclusion, I might be wrong, but my idea is that this is part of the very nationalistic wave in India. This professor has most likely been invited by inspiration or an order from the political leaders. So bring these people on. People that have Hinduistic nationalistic ideas and speech to the children in the audience to talk about amazing Hinduistic achievements in the past. Look here about the airplanes.
And Ramayana also says, Ravana had 24 types of aeroplanes, not one. Pushpamana alone was not the aeroplane used by Ravana. Ravana has 24 types of aeroplanes of different sizes, of different capacities. And he has many airports in Lanka. Ramayana says there are many airports in Lanka and he used different aircrafts for different purposes.
With scientists like this, it becomes hard to judge RSS members for their opinions. This is not the first time that the Indian Science Congress has these topics.
So we're going to end with the view of freedom, and also in that case the view of the general Indian woman in regards to Hinduistic nationalists. So there's, if you believe in Hinduism and you're a Hinduistic nationalist, You might have a different view of freedom than what you and me have.
Modern women, but if I look at that picture, I see women, they can do and dress like whatever they want to do. So I would call this free women.
मेरे सपनों का भारत अगर होगा तो महिलाएं इस तरह की उनको आज़ादी पूरी रहे, लेकिन ऐसी आज़ादी नहीं होगी कि वो ड्रिंक करें, वो स्मोक करें, वो सड़कों पे खुलेआम लड़कों के साथ पाश्चात्य सभ्यता की तरह लव करें, सेक्स करें, ये सब चीज़ें नहीं होगी.
RSS is not comfortable with modern women wearing Western clothes. Women are free as long as they don't drink, smoke, or have sex freely.
That's what he said.
It is hard not to think about Pravin Valke's words of the 2009 Mangalore pub attack, where women were dragged out of bars and beaten with sticks by Hindu nationalist extremists. Pravin Valke, founding member of the Sri Rama Sene, told the Indian Express, "These girls come from all over India, drink, smoke, and walk around in the night, spoiling the traditional girls of Mangalore. Why should girls go to pubs? Are they going to serve their future husbands alcohol? Should they not be learning to make chapatis? Bars and pubs should be for men only. We wanted to ensure that all women in Mangalore are home by 7 p.m. This pub attack is not a one-time occurrence, by the way. I hope you learned something new, and that you will watch the No Opinion special we will have about nationalists in general very soon. See you then. Thank you.
And that's today.
Yeah, that's today. One thing that came to my mind is that they are anyway allowed to be out
Yes.
until 7 p.m. So that's a plus. No, I get so angry.
Yeah.
But there's you can see the similarities between different cultures. That's just oh my god! It is global nationalism.
First, I saw an example from the Indian military. This was on Twitter, and so we can see it here. And the Indian army had seen on Indian territory footprints of the Yeti.
Hold on. Oh my god. Yes, go on.
So now one of the great powers of of India is now saying that the Yeti exists and obviously lives in northern parts of India. This just strikes me as unusual.
Yeah, but that's nothing new. In Finland, the Santa Claus lives in Finland, so it's kind of everybody in Finland knows, including
that's the Finnish
army.
nationalists.
So it's just normal. We see him every year.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Seeing is believing.
I've seen him with my bare eyes.
Yeah.
बटन है, न्यूक्लियर बटन है, यही कहते थे, हमारे अखबार वाले भी लिखते थे, पाकिस्तान के पास भी न्यूक्लियर है, तो हमारे पास क्या है भाई? ये दिवाली के लिए रखा है क्या?
The traditional political leaders, if I use the word traditional, they seem to be very professional. They speak in a certain way.
Oh, yeah, you mean that way, yes.
Trump, Modi, other people, they speak like they are the cool kid of a gang, and they're bragging about themselves. No, but they're speaking like they are.
Yes.
He's got the smallest, thinnest neck I've ever seen. He is not a long ball hitter. But I saw him today. Well, we don't really know. There could still have been some Russia collusion.
But first I made the likeness Modi and Trump, but I think they both are got their inspiration from another guy called Mussolini.
Che è sorto dalla vostra gente e dalla vostra terra. Il tribuno trascinante ed irresistibile dell'intervento popolare è l'eroe purissimo della trincea delle frappe.
Look at speeches from him and how he talks and how he behaves himself on stage. There you really have the original bully. and how he
he tried his wings first as a socialist, I think.
Right.
And then he realized that, okay, this is not going to work. I'm pretty sure. I'm wondering how's Italy with the nationalist movements nowadays.
Oh, it's growing strong.
Because it's been quite silent for a while when Berlusconi hasn't.
No, the Italian government is now run by really right-wing nationalistic people.
Oh, I'm gonna move so up north, for real. There's gonna be right-wing people there too, but there's so little of them. So it's oh my god.
I want to go back to this science congress again. So I've already showed you this other professor. He talked about that Hindus long time ago invented airplanes and test tube babies and stuff.
As we all know.
As we all know. Now we go into the modern time, and here we have Dr. Kannan Yegathala Krishnan. He's I have to read this because I don't know by heart. He's a senior research scientist and coordinator. I don't know which university he's from, but he has all the plaques and diplomas that you need to have.
I can buy them too. It's fine.
Now, he does not believe that Newton and Albert Einstein was correct about gravity. To be very frank, he believes they are way off. Now, I'm gonna show you some things.
Okay. Now I'm gonna grab my hat because this starts to sound like I'm getting brainwashed. I can tell it to him really simple. You are wrong. It's that's plain simple. It's just accept it.
If we should go through the theory that he has about gravity, is that the universe is like a pressure, and he's describing the universe and gravity as everything being pushed into place
with vacuum.
Yeah, because he says that the vacuum is actually something that is pushing. Sort of in that way. I don't really understand his explanation.
I encourage him to go and experiment that in space now.
Newton was talking in a conference. When the ball is falling down, it is gravity. Then actually Newton is a philosopher. He is a very honest person. And he makes this comment, and Pallava Bagla says, because he is the chairman, yes, Newton, you are right. And Newton goes back to his place and he makes a comment. You sometimes speak about gravity as essential and inherent to matter. Pray do not ascribe the notion to me, for the cause I do not pretend to know what gravity is. He makes very clear. And you can Google now and you will have these 4 letters. And if you Google EMRP, gravity push theory, all his 4 letters are in the internet. And
no, that's true. Newton actually didn't know what gravity was, but he could explain it and make predictions and calculations about it. He was clear about it. I don't know what is actually causing it, but I can describe it and I can predict what's happening. That's why Einstein came in and explained the things.
They did not invent it.
No one has invented gravity. That's also something that could be interesting to know. I need to.
I've been blaming Newton for that, but it's right. He did not invent it. I'm still waiting for who to blame because it makes my life miserable every now and then.
I want to see if I can find that he wrote a letter to Stephen Hawking.
No,
After that, he makes a clear statement. I am a small child playing. During the month of July 2017, I sent multiple emails to Stephen Hawking, and if you can see here, this is the first email I've sent to Stephen Hawking at 11:05 p.m. on 15th of May 2017. And I made very clear here, if you see the statement here, important note. I have read your theory on black holes. It is not correct. And it is a misleading information regarding black holes. I kindly ask your good self to think about dark matter, where I named dark matter as Vedan. which is defined as self-compressive surrounding pressure force, you might get the answer for black holes, which is named as Kannan. I named the black holes as Kannan, and I told once you understand what is dark matter, you will understand what is black holes. You're misleading the world. And
Dear Stephen Hawking, you are wrong.
But did he get reply from?
No, well, I don't think so. Let's see.
And even after, if you see here, the email has been sent to not only for Stephen Hawking. I selected 40 countries, and I've selected one of the top physicists in every country. I've sent a copy to them too. And at 11:10, again I've sent another email to Stephen Hawking, and again a multiple scientist from different countries. I selected from every country one scientist. And again, if you see here, Vice Chancellor of Cambridge University, Cambridge, on 21st of January 2018. And if you see the next email, and if you see here very clearly, this person, Professor Volker Heinz, he replied me that I am sorry, but I don't know anything about the subject. For example, if I am sending an email to Lovely Professional University to all the staffs, and if one staff, if Rajesh Sopti is replying me, okay, that means the next person, Lalit Bala, got the email, isn't it?
Okay, so he got one reply after sending out to 40 universities and top researchers at each university, and the one researcher that replied said, "Sorry, I don't know anything about the subject," and he is now angry about this because he knows that other people at that university could have read that email and replied instead. So he's angry that he got a response from the person who didn't know anything about pseudoscience.
It sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you.
Get a life. For real.
Yeah.
I think he should actually consider changing a career. Well, apparently it pays off. I don't know. It's... I'm just so disappointed.
We already, in next few years, we are going to launch the third LIGO experiment in India. Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, by his presence, and he approved it, and gravitational waves, the current understanding of the theory is wrong. So I will explain why it is wrong. And that will be named as, instead of gravitational waves, that will be named as Narendra Modi waves.
Narendra Modi waves.
And if you see the next one,
this is a real scientific conference.
It used to be, not after these guys have been.
It's kind of...
It used to be.
I haven't been talking to my Indian friends about this.
when the water level increases, what is happening here is, when the water level is trying to increase, the space is acting on the mass because there is no gap. Space is inexhaustible, tremendous force, and the water level is trying to escape, but the self-compressive force pushes the water. That is why we get tsunami. That is why we get floods. Without a force, there can't be any impact at all. So what happened?
That's why we get the floods?
Yeah, so apparently space in itself
is causing tsunamis.
It's a force that is pushing on everything, and water is trying to get away and causing tsunamis.
He needs to have a joint venture with flat earthers.
He needs to be in the next flat earth conference.
Exactly. They're gonna so enjoy themselves. Yeah. They're gonna have great fun.
But I must say, there's really smart people in India, really clever guys, really good actual scientists.
Yeah.
They are not apparently being invited to this conference, you know. So this is that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that Indians are stupid. They are obviously not.
No.
Indians are not stupid, but the current government are inviting stupid people to furthermore make other people as stupid as the government.
Yeah, they're trying to found their own what you call it? They want to.
Their plan is literally to dumb down the country.
space is expanding.
Space is not expanding. The quality of the space is infinite. It is boundaryless. It is.
Okay, the kid here is trying kindly to explain to the professor that space is expanding. The response is, it's not because of reasons.
It's compressing itself. The quality of the space is compressing itself. Same, a tiny portion of the space is expelled.
So how come we have the evidence?
That is compressing is coming.
It is compressing itself. That is the quality. For example,
He's trying to say, but sir, here. No. My theory is the only right one. Remember, I sent an email to Stephen Hawking saying he was wrong. I can't stand this guy. I can't watch more.
Me neither. It's kind of,
sorry, but there's more. But I can leave the link in the description. You can watch this for yourself.
yeah, have fun.
And this has been going on for too long. I actually wish to bring up more subjects, but maybe next time. Or I made a special. Maybe I make a special about this afterwards. Jan, it has been a pleasure seeing you in your tinfoil hat.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I had this urge to actually contribute, so that you all know that it's okay to have this kind of hat, regardless what people say. It's fine. Go on.
Yeah.
Do it.
But it's actually protecting you from becoming. What does it do actually?
I don't know.
No. But yeah, it's okay to wear it. Thank you, Jan, though.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure.
Stay around.
Yes. Or be square.
Let's go into my favorite YouTube channel. It's the
No opinion.
the No Opinion YouTube channel.
Which you can all join in.
Yeah, you should
Please.
subscribe.
Yes.